Oh my God. So we definitely had technical difficulties, but we are here. So I am going to place this on the light here. Oh my God. I can never get this live stream like just easy. Hi, Luna. Yeah. I am so tired. I ran up and down the stairs like 1,000 times because my phone never does the live stream and I always have to use Alex's phone and it wouldn't rotate and it wouldn't do all these things. So I need to gather myself because it is ridiculous. And I'm at a different place. Usually I do it in the couch, but I wanted the ring light up here. So yes, for those of you who don't know, I just saw a few comments, and this live stream is really kind of just to answer a few questions that I've gotten thus far, and also to say that I'm engaged. So we got engaged on my birthday. It was 2 days ago now. So July 18th is my birthday. I turned 33 and Alex proposed to me on my birthday. And again, we had been kind of talking about it. The last live stream that we did, we talked about kind of just wedding and baby plans and just future plans. And we talked through some of those things. However, thank you so much, Jessica. I didn't really know when it was gonna happen or how it was gonna happen, and it happened on my birthday. Aw. So yeah, Luna, I thought you would have seen it on Instagram. And if you guys are not following me on Instagram, I post immediately. We got engaged probably at like 10 o'clock at night, and on like 10:15, I had it posted. Hi, Ayla. She's been off of Instagram. So yeah, so I basically posted it at maybe 10:45 at night and then just completely fell asleep. So even my mom and my best friends were like, "Oh my God, did I have to get this information from Instagram? You couldn't even text me." And honestly, I just fell asleep. Like I was posting as I was sleeping and not sleeping, as I was in bed, and then I just fell asleep. So I forgot to let anybody know. Oh, thanks. Oh, is that Mari? Is that Ayla's Mari? I don't know. I'm not sure. So I wanted to first answer the questions that I got from Instagram because I posted that I will be doing a live and I asked you guys for questions. Ooh, thanks. Yes, this is my closet. We just finished it. Video coming soon. But I still want to do a few things in here. Like I think that's too simple and I probably want to put something up there. But it's basically done. And I'll be posting. I have so many videos that I have to edit and post because it's been crazy. But this being one of them, Arya's room, Audrey's room being another, and the patio, because we sort of finished it. Today we've been building some other things for the patio, but it's almost done. So I wanted to make a video about that too. Ayla said yes out loud. That's funny. So one of the questions that I did get on Instagram, the first question was, what did you do with your previous wedding ring? P.S. I'm so happy for you both. So if some of you don't know, I was previously married. I was married for 9 years and happily divorced. And I still have that ring. I originally was thinking about giving it to one of my daughters when they were ready to get married. But then it gets kind of complicated because obviously I have 2 daughters. So it's kind of, you know, is it the first one that gets engaged gets it? It's a little bit unfair because then I don't have another one for the second one. So it's a little tricky with that. I have thought about selling it. It's just, it loses so much. Like the ring was pretty expensive and what we actually get for it is basically nothing. So, but I mean, at this point, it's just sitting there. I'm not doing anything with it. So I have thought about, and I've seen this around the internet. I think it's called Worth It, maybe. I don't know. Maybe it is Worthy, and it's basically a site that sells I guess, use wedding rings and buys back wedding rings. So I kind of looked into it, but I honestly was very skeptical and did not think that I would feel comfortable mailing a ring and something of that value to an unknown address, not knowing if I'm going to get paid for that. I have seen a few mommies here on YouTube. I believe Candid Mommy, she did use that site and she got money back, and she made a video posting about it. I don't know if she was sponsored or anything like that, but she did make a video about that. So I don't know, that kind of made me feel a little bit more comfortable, but I still don't feel comfortable just mailing out my ring and not knowing if I'm going to get money back. If I do sell it online like eBay or something, at least I have the eBay protection, so I feel a little bit more comfortable than this kind of like random site that I honestly haven't heard too much about. So I don't know how I felt about that. But so yeah, it's still around. The ring's kind of just sitting for now. I don't necessarily want to keep it for the girls because of, you know, I would need 2 rings. So I think I'll probably end up selling it. I don't know. Let me know if you guys have been in a similar predicament and what you've done with the rings. And then I had another question here. I want to see the one with the mermaid room. Yes, so that's the footage that I have to edit. It took me so much longer than expected. I honestly thought it was probably going to be 4 hours. My sister Ayla helped me too. And it took me probably 20 hours to finish the whole room. Her room is mermaid theme. So I did one entire wall that the wall was all kind of mermaid scales. And it took honestly about 20 hours. And I was kind of rushing because she was getting home on her birthday and I wanted to kind of surprise her with the room. So yes, that video is coming, as well as this closet and the patio. Stay tuned. So that was the first question. The second question was, and that first question was from Mommy Needs a Nap Now on Instagram. The second question was, any babies in the plans, and it's from Love Fluffy Buns, which is also pregnant. So congratulations. Not also pregnant. I'm not pregnant. I'm just saying she's asking a baby question and she's pregnant. So congratulations. And we're kind of on the same page as the last live. So yes, we want a baby, not babies, and not necessarily trying currently, but maybe not fully preventing. So we'll see what happens. But obviously I still kind of am thinking the same way that I was in that video, which I rather, you know, have the wedding and then have a baby. But I'm getting older and so is he. So if it happens the other way around, then that's fine with us as well. And then I had another question on Instagram, and I believe Luna here also, oh no, it's telling me my phone's gonna die. Let me plug this in. Seriously, technical difficulties with this setup. It's always like running around last minute. So sorry if it's shaking. Plugged in, doesn't even plug in. Please hold. What is happening? I think it's plugged in. Not 100% sure, but fingers crossed. So then the second question or third question that I got on Instagram, and I think I got it here as well, was how did he do it? So I kind of had a feeling that it was coming, and I kind of thought he was going to do it on my birthday. And so when I got home from work, I walked into the house, and there was rose petals all over the floor, kind of like leading me and guiding me somewhere. And I was like, oh my God, this is it. This is happening right now. And I had such an amazing, amazing day at work. I walked in the morning, 8 a.m. to my office, and it was full. And if you guys follow me on Instagram, you saw it. It was full of balloons and decorations and flowers and muffins and fruits and champagne. And it was above and beyond. So I felt really loved. And then they took me out to lunch, and then they cut a cake in the afternoon. So all day long, I was full of kind of birthday surprises. So I felt really loved as I was like coming back from work. And then I open up the door and I see these rose petals, and they're leading me somewhere. And when I get to the end, it's leading me to a heart made out of rose petals and then a champagne glass in the middle. Again, as I was walking towards this, I was like, okay, this is it. He's gonna propose right now. And it was champagne glass, which I wasn't mad about. And started drinking champagne, and then he came downstairs and he was all dressed up, and he's more of a casual guy. So I was like, whoa, what's happening? Why are we all dressed up? And he's like, oh, we're gonna go to dinner. So then I was like, I need to change then. So I went upstairs, I changed, I came back downstairs, and he kept pushing, you really need to get, your sister or somebody to take care of the girls while we go to dinner. And I just thought that was odd. I'm like, it's my birthday. I want to spend it with my daughters too. Why can't they just come to dinner with us? And he's like, they can if you want, but get somebody if you can. And it was just really weird. So I'm like, oh, he's gonna propose at dinner. That's why he's making such a big deal. So I was kind of going with the flow. I asked my sister. She was able to get off of work a little earlier, be at the house early, and take care of the girls. So then we go to dinner, and he took me to the place where we went on a very first date, which I thought was very romantic. And then we had dinner, amazing dinner. We had good conversation. And then we went the whole night. Honestly, I was like, this is happening for sure, because I kept seeing so much attention from the general manager of the restaurant, the waitress, the hostess, so many people kept coming to our table saying, is everything okay? How are you enjoying your night? Everything okay? And leaving. And I'm like, okay, they know something that I don't know. Something's going on. So I was very kind of, I don't know, skeptical and thinking it's going to happen right now. So the check comes, he pays the bill, and he's like, you want to grab coffee? I'm like, okay, let's grab coffee. So we go to my favorite coffee shop, which is Pasión del Cielo. I've said it here 1,000 times. It's amazing. We go there, and I get my favorite coffee. It was awesome. We leave. And at this point, I'm like, it's not happening today. It would have happened already. So it's not happening today. So we get in the car, we drive home. On the way to the house, I am literally serenading him to Selena. And I don't mean Selena Gomez, I mean the original Selena. Hi, Betty Boop. That's Betty Boop. And I'm like singing at the top of my lungs, and he's like on his phone, like texting. And I'm like, what's happening? Like, he normally is never texting and while he was driving. And it was just weird. But didn't really think anything of it. Kept singing, blah blah blah, and then we park. I get out of the car, and then he rings the doorbell, which I also thought was weird. He rings the doorbell, and I'm like, "Have you seen if it's open?" And he's like, "No." And I was like, "Just check if it's open." And then I open it, and I was like, "See, it's unlocked." And I just open up the door. When I open up the door, everybody's running everywhere. My sister's running upstairs, the baby's running the other way, Arya's running upstairs, like everybody's running. And I'm like, what's going on, guys? Why is everybody running? Like, I had no idea what was happening. And then go by the door, Alex is like immediately behind me, like right behind me. I love Selena too. Know all her songs. It was great. That's why when it came on the radio, I was like, ah, it was great. And then I walk in. I think he's still maybe outside at this point. I don't even know. Maybe he's like stepping into the house. And then Arya screams out, "Happy anniversary!" And she like goes down on one knee. And I'm like, oh, how cute. And I see her like holding something behind her. So I'm like, oh, how cute. They made me something. Like my sister and the girls like did some sort of craft for my birthday. So while we were at dinner, they made me something and they're presenting it to me right now. I didn't have my glasses on and I'm extremely blind. So I see her like go down and say, "Happy anniversary." And I'm like, oh, it's not our anniversary, it's just my birthday. And then she like pulls out the box and like opens up the box. And I'm like, oh, how cute. And like, I still can't see what it is. And I like squint and like get closer in. And I was like, oh, how cute. You made me a ring. And then I hear Alex behind saying, oh, no, that's real. That's definitely a real ring. And then I'm like, huh? Like, I'm still like lost in, I don't know, La La Land. And then when I turn around, he's on one knee. And I was like, oh, kind of understand what's happening. So I loved that he incorporated the girls into the proposal. And after we did the whole mini celebration, I put the ring on, I went upstairs and I put the girls to bed. And when I was putting, Audrey was kind of still, she just needed to nap. Sleep, because it was past her bedtime. But Arya, I laid her in bed and I laid with her for a little bit. And I said, do you know what that means? Do you know what a ring means? And she says, yes, a ring means that you're going to get married with Alex and you're going to have a baby boy. And I was like, oh, okay. No pressure. So she's kind of dictating what's happening and what's going on. She's totally cool and on board with it. She's been talking about us getting married for a really long time. So it was really sweet that she was kind of incorporated in that. So that's how he did it. And I think there's a few other questions. Oh, that was perfect. Yeah. Thank you, guys. So it was very, very, very sweet. Also, another thing that I would always think about is I always would wear a ring here and another ring here. And I thought, man, how do people do it when they get proposed? Because or when, is that even correct? When they get proposed? During the proposal, if you have a ring on that finger, what do you do? Like, is he putting on the ring on the finger with you having another ring? But let me tell you, naturally, as quick as possible, the second I realized what was going on and I saw him on one knee, I was like, whoop! Like, I slid it off. I put it on top of, something that we had right on the entryway. And I was like, no ring, what's going on? Here you go. Put the ring on. So yeah, that was all the proposal and the commotion and the craziness. And my sister was kind of part of it. She was holding onto the ring. I think he hid it in here actually, because I asked him afterwards. I'm like, where was the ring the whole time? So I think it was like all the way up there. I don't even think you can see this, but we have like sections here, and all the way up there, I can't reach because I'm too short, and that's where he put it. He is amazing. Did he know what kind of ring you liked? So, yes, we kind of sort of talked about it, but I didn't say this is what I want. Basically, I said, he asked me, he's like, well, what would you be interested in? Or, what style? Or, what would you like? And I said, actually, let's quiz you. So I just like Googled, ring types or something like that, and all the different types of rings came out. Obviously, there's also shape, and then there's so many other things involved in getting a ring, but the style. So, is it a princess cut? Is it a solitaire? Is it one with like pave little diamonds all over the, around the ring and on the ring? So there was like 8 different types, vintage looking ones, modern looking ones, more, I was gonna say original, but original is not the word I'm looking for. More, I guess, timeless. I don't know. All these different, there was like 8 different rings, completely different. And I said, what out of these rings you think, is something that I would be into? And he's like, I can rank them for you. And I was like, whoa, okay, hold on. I don't even know what I would rank these rings. So I'm like, okay, give me 2 minutes. So I went ring by ring style and I ranked them 1 through 8, which was really difficult. So like pear shape was another one, or teardrop, whatever they call it. A heart diamond. What else? There was, I don't know, the one that's like this. It's like a, I don't know, like a diamond, I guess, shaped. So he went and he ranked them, and he ranked them in perfect order, like 1 through 8, perfect order. And he's like, all right, that's it. That's all I need. Thank you. So yeah, we sort of talked about it, but this is literally my dream ring on steroids. So I couldn't have purchased by myself a ring better than this. Like, it is completely on point, perfect to the T. It is absolutely beautiful, and I am obsessed. Here's the ring. Somebody said show us, so here it is. I don't know if what's the best way of showing you, but here, I'll take it off so you can actually see the ring. So there it is. So I'm over the moon, seriously, super, super, super happy. The only thing is I might need to get it resized, and that's my fault because he did ask me for my ring size, and I'm 4.5. I went to two jewelers actually, and they fitted me, and they said 4.5, but I just feel like it's too tight. Like, okay, so when I go like this, I don't know if you can see it, it almost like digs on into my finger, makes my finger look almost like fat. It's not terrible. It still moves a little bit, but when I try to take it off, like, it's hard. And I know you don't want it, too big either. It's too tight, and not as comfortable. But just a tiny little bit bigger would be perfect. And that's about it. And it would be easy to resize it, but what, like, focuses in and out, I don't know. So there it is. Somebody asked another question, and I think I missed it. Oh, Luna, you're so sweet. God bless that ring and what it means. Many blessings for you and your family. Thank you, Karina. I think somebody else asked another question about my first proposal, when I was first married, the girl's dad. I actually never got proposed to. The way that happened was we were in the car and we were in the middle of a gigantic argument, and he just kind of gave me the ring. He didn't even say, "Would you marry me?" or anything like that. Um, Again, it wasn't a great, you know, a very toxic relationship. So it was more of him proving that our relationship meant something more, whatever it is. And in the middle of an argument, he gave me the ring. So he never got on one knee, never proposed, never asked me to marry him. It was never an actual proposal. So this is the first time that I actually got that sort of experience. So that kind of answers that question, which is kind of crazy and kind of insane, but there it is. The $1,000,000 question is, when is the wedding? I have no idea. Actually, it's funny. I got home and I told Alex, I'm like, everybody's asking me, and I'm like, I don't know. I've been engaged for 15 hours. I have no idea. It's funny. Somebody just asked, when are you thinking of the date? However, he, again, going back to our baby plans, if we are going to get married before we have a baby, then he's like, it has to be quick. So he's like, oh, I've been telling everybody March, because March is kind of our official, you know, girlfriend and boyfriend dates. So he's like, it would be nice if it was around the first or second week of March of 2020. But then that's really not a lot of time at all to plan, you know, a wedding. And but I like the date because of the meaning that it kind of all started on that date. So to get married on that date as well. And we're thinking of doing, and I know we mentioned this in the last video, of doing a destination wedding. And it's kind of, we started researching that this morning actually. And so we're going back and forth. We don't want to do something that we've both already experienced, like Punta Cana. We don't want to do that, or Cancun, or Costa Rica. We want to do something that's unique to our wedding day, and it's going to represent and mean something special to us. So we were thinking of a few of the options today that came up. It was Turks and Caicos, Los Cabos, Antigua, possibly. We're thinking more Mexico, because a lot of his friends and his family, they're from San Francisco and California. So we thought if they were traveling, it wouldn't be that far. For my family, they would have to travel regardless. You know, if we think of, you know, Dominican Republic, they have to travel. If we say Mexico, they have to travel. So we're thinking somewhere in Mexico, almost like a middle point. So his family and friends from California don't travel as much, and our family and friends from here don't travel as much either. However, we do want to do it at an all-inclusive resort. We're looking at Hard Rock, Turks and Caicos. Oh, no. Hard Rock, Los Cabos, and then another one that I forgot the name for Turks and Caicos. But really all-inclusive, so it's almost like a week-long celebration, and people can choose to either go 6 days or go 3 days, and just go maybe the day before the wedding, and then leave the next day. So they have various different options depending on what their lifestyle and what they have going on. I want to go. Guys, I am totally... I said this last time, I will send you guys an invitation for you guys to come, because we want everybody there. We're going to invite as many people as we can and that want to go. Seriously, if you guys are serious about that, send me on Instagram your information, and we will send you a save the date and the information, because for sure we would definitely be open to inviting everybody. And again, and we were talking about this today, that we really wanted to be very organized, but at the same time allowing people to, you know, have freedom. So for example, we would, you know, create some sort of schedule, and we would say, okay, we're going to be doing kayaking on Wednesday from this time to this time, and then we're going to be having dinner at this restaurant for this time to this time, and you can come and join, or you can do your own thing. You know, it really doesn't matter if you're not forced to come and do these things, but we really wanted a schedule. So if people wanted to spend time with us and do what, you know, the bigger group was doing, then we had things to do. We didn't want to just like have this destination wedding and only tell people show up for the wedding and the celebration that night or anything like that. So we wanted kind of fun activities throughout the week, and people can just join in and celebrate our union, and it be like a fun getaway and vacation for everybody. So that's kind of what we're thinking. If you have any ideas or suggestions on places, I've been reading reviews and stuff like that. I think I just have to call a few of these hotels and see, how it works and, how the breakdown is. And, we definitely want, we've seen a few different options, especially in all these all-inclusive hotels. You can do like a gazebo, or you can do it inside the hotel, or you can do it on the beach. We want to do it on the beach, like on the actual beach. So just very simple, like chairs on the beach and then some nice little backdrop, and that's it. We didn't want to do it in a gazebo inside the hotel or at an actual church. We wanted to do it on the beach. So that's kind of all we know thus far. Ayla said, I think my sister's on, and she said something. Destination wedding. Yep. And definitely you're going. So start planning. Oh, yeah. Oh, you're so sweet. Jessica's so sweet. Karina. So that is it, I think. If you guys have any other questions, I guess write them here so I can try to answer them. But I think that's all the questions that I did get. Oh, hi. Nice of you to join us. Alex is here. Where was at a church, regular church? Are you gonna jump in here?
Maybe.
I was about to end it, so come on. Oh, they asked a lot of good questions.
It was very bright.
He said, "Congrats, Alex. Great job."
Thank you.
You did a good
I told
job.
you. Told you it was gonna happen.
Everybody said they were asking if you knew what ring, like if we had talked about it. Everybody's saying great job. Like, hi, Alex. Great job. So if you knew what ring.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty easy. She kept.
We had similar styles too. That's kind of what he said when we did the ranking of the different styles, and you literally got 1 to 8 perfectly in order.
Yeah.
And then he goes, well, we kind of have similar styles. So look, Ayla said hello. Aw, you look cute together.
I told you it was easy for me. I mean, she kept getting worried about, oh, you gotta put more effort into it. You gotta do this, and I was like, no, it's
because
fine.
After that ranking session that literally took 2 minutes, he's like, all right, I'm ready to buy this. Let's go. And I was like, whoa. I was like, take time to research.
I missed what she said.
Somebody asked a question.
How long did it take for you to get it?
How long did it take for you to get it? And
honestly, it was.
Did you have to look a lot?
No, it wasn't.
Where did you hide the ring? That's what I thought. I was like, I think it was up there, because not that I saw it, but I asked him because he gave the ring to my sister on the day he was gonna propose, and I'm like, was it there the whole time? It was in her room, and he's like, no, it was actually in a place where you couldn't reach it because it was too high, in the closet.
Vertically challenged.
Definitely vertically challenged. So I was like, oh, that's a good place, because I can't even see it, let alone reach it. He hid it in Ayla's room.
I did at the very end.
You did? I would have never looked in there. Also, and it's hard because I look everywhere. I look in his underwear drawer to put away his underwear, his socks, shoes, clothes. Like, I look everywhere. I wouldn't know where else. Honestly, I thought maybe you would put it in like your office, but then you have like a security issue because what if somebody just takes it? Or like your car, but it's the same thing. What if somebody takes it? Those are really the only two. So he did good hiding it.
So to answer that question even furthermore, I think it took me probably a good like 3 to 4 hours online doing research, and then finally when I got a ring size, I was like, all right, I'm just gonna pull the trigger, and then I found the site Brilliant Earth is what I use, and I mean, honestly, it's amazing. I mean, I read some, comments that are like, oh, be careful because, the rock gets loose and we've had terrible experiences. But, it's common for there to be negativity on websites, but majority of them they got like a 4.8 or something out of 5. So, I felt confident. I just like pulled the trigger, just made it happen. And then literally when I got it in the mail, I was like, all right, I need to plan on when I'm going to do it. So then I was like, all right, well, I'm going to do it for a birthday. And literally I didn't have any, I wasn't nervous or anything.
I asked him that the day after. I'm like, were you nervous?
I was more nervous about the ring getting like stolen. I guess when you just have something around, it's
stolen
That-
meeting during the delivery process.
That and even at the house, you're like, oh my god, what if someone breaks in? They're gonna steal your ring. Like, it's just like weird things go through your mind when you have something of value, around the house. Not that we don't have a ton of other things, but I guess for that. But it was kind of awkward. I won't lie. Like that was the first. I don't know what she most awkward I've been with her in forever.
At the dinner?
Yeah, it was just kind of weird and like I don't know, maybe I was acting weird. I just felt weird and like I think maybe you thought I was gonna do it and then
I
like
did. I was just telling
and
them,
then
I was like,
I was like gonna tell you in the beginning like hey it's not gonna happen today just so there wasn't the awkwardness but then I just kind of let it ride and that was kind of a mistake on my part. But
no, I mean, it wasn't
we had a
terrible.
good time.
It wasn't terrible. I just basically said, like, during dinner, I kind of expected it. So I was like, oh. And then I don't know if you realize this, but, or maybe it was just me because it was in my brain, but I felt like so many people were, like, coming to our table. Like, the GM was like, is everything okay? Are you sure? And I was like, what? I was like, something has to be going on. And then, like, the hostess came and then the waitress, like, there was so many people, like, attending our table that I'm like, something's going on.
That's kudos to them. So if you're
so there was no reason. They were just we were regular.
Yeah, if you live around the area, I mean.
It was in the Doral City Center. Is that what it's
Pisco
called?
y Nazca.
The restaurant's called Pisco and Nazca, but the actual
It's Doral,
Doral City Center. Somebody asked another question. Did you know you wanted to do it on her birthday?
So honestly, like I had this crazy, and I think I said it last time. I had this really perfect planned out idea of what I wanted to do, but timing just wasn't right to do that. So it ended up when I pulled the trigger of getting the ring, and then I saw the delivery date, and I wanted to do it. Pretty close to when I received it because I didn't want it to be hanging around just collecting dust. So it just happened to be on her birthday. So then I figured I had a couple things in mind. I think incorporating the girls was probably one of the biggest factors in my decision, and then it just kind of worked out perfect. But the original plan was not on her birthday. It was something that I guess I was told I can do when we do our vows or whatever. Or
Oh yeah. So he told me after he proposed, he's like, "Do you want me to tell you what the big plan for your proposal was that didn't happen?" I'm like, "No, don't tell me that." So my sister actually told him, "You can do that when you redo your vows." And he's like, "Oh, good idea." So somebody said
engagement photo shoot. Yeah.
Somebody asked, will you be taking engagement pictures? And then somebody said you guys should do an engagement photo shoot. So yes, we are. Also with the girls, we actually had a shoot plan and it got rained out. It was going to be on the beach.
Rain in South Florida.
Miami is like, it'll rain every day and ruin everything. So it actually got canceled multiple times due to rain. And I was like, this is perfect. Now we can do it as our engagement shoot and have the girls be part of the shoot as well. So yes, it's not going to happen this weekend or next weekend, but probably the weekend after that.
Thanks, Jessica.
So it's coming and it's going to be at the beach.
Appreciate
What
it.
a beautiful family. Thank you. So, anything else you want to say? You were nervous, which is crazy. I told him, I'm like, were you nervous? He's like, nah. I knew I had this.
Is that what this whole conversation was about, or other things?
This one? Oh, I answered a few questions of people that just asked me on Instagram.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, it's business.
How long did you have the ring hidden?
I told you it wasn't that long.
How
It was like 4 or 5 days.
Yeah.
It was a pretty quick turnaround, honestly. I mean, like I said, I've had friends who've had rings forever, and they're like, oh, it's burning a hole in my pocket, or, it's a term of expression. But
I agree. If you have the ring already, what's like holding you?
Make it happen. I mean,
Yeah.
I think another thing is we're pretty much married, so it wasn't.
Actually, at work, I walked in and I was like, cool, nothing's happening. Like, I'm just working. And then Mel was the first one that came in, and she was like, oh my God. And then as she's in, our president's assistant walks by and she goes, she has something to show you. And I was like, oh my God. And then I was like, and she's like, wait, I thought you were married already. It's Alicia.
Oh, yeah.
So I was like, okay. And then Mel was like, well, that was unclimactic.
Yeah, I know.
So I think most people kind of just see us. Wait, said the same thing. when somebody
Yeah.
else came in, and I was like, look, it's a ring. And she's like, oh, I keep forgetting you're not married.
Yeah.
Because we live together, we bought a house, and it's almost like, what's the difference, I guess? So people just assume we're married, especially at work. Like whenever we go to events, like the walks or like the bike rides and stuff like that, and we take the girls, they always, at work all the time, people are like, oh, how's your husband? Actually, on Friday, somebody asked me, oh, is your husband swimming? How's that going? Jory, the blonde girl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So she's like, how's your husband? And it's funny because like it throws me off a little bit. Like I'm like, huh? And I'm like, oh yeah, he's. It takes me like 3 seconds to like snap back into it and be like, oh yeah. But I don't correct
That is
them or
holding me
anything.
back, man. I wish
I don't say like, he's actually not my husband.
And
I just think that's rude.
people
Really
ask
rude.
me, and I just say my wife.
So yeah, that's it. Somebody asked me, which I don't know if this is a thing now, which I did see it in a few videos, but if I gave you a ring. I don't know. I think some people are now doing like the girl gets an engagement ring and then the girl gives a guy an engagement ring and then you swap it out for like a ring when you get married.
I think that's just like a new thing, probably, to be like, that's my man. He's taken.
It is true. The girl gets this ring that's kind of like, okay, she's engaged, and the guy has nothing.
One other thing I guess I'll talk about is how you're like, oh, you don't have a speech or anything. I was like, speech. I'm like, that's
Oh yeah, and
wedding
then Arya goes like this.
Yeah, she started doing.
And she goes, my beloved. I don't know. She said all these weird words. So are you all planning for one baby?
We'll see.
Honestly, if we have twins or something, it would be craziness. Like it would be 4 kids. 4. That's crazy. 1 and done. Jessica, you're funny. Yes, 1 and done.
Yeah,
So,
I mean,
the plan is 1 baby. Arya's plan is 1 baby boy. Pressure's on. So we will see. I have heard like a few pointers, like you're supposed to do it on a certain date and a certain.
see, I don't want to do that.
But it's okay because you're so cute.
Listen,
You guys.
like I said, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. We do our thing, and it's not like there's anything planned, and like it is. It is. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. If it's not, then we already have 2 beautiful girls.
She said, what did she say? Imagine 4 beautiful babies.
Damn.
So twins actually run in my family. My grandfather was a twin.
I have twins.
You do?
My cousins.
It's usually, I think, the grandparents. So like then the parents don't have twins, and then the grandkids have twins.
We're gonna have like 5. What do they call that?
Triplets?
Hextuple.
Oh no, 5 at a time?
Yeah.
I was including the girls in there, so triplets and plus 2 is 5. That's crazy. Twins. We will see.
We'll be blessed with whatever.
Okay.
Maybe an alien from Area 51.
What is that? I have no idea. Can somebody explain? God bless you guys. What is Area 51 situation? Did you figure it out yet? I have no idea what that is.
No.
I don't know. I keep seeing all these memes and I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap up our video.
I'm glad I made it.
Made
Sorry,
it-
I was in a bad mood.
Made it for like 2 seconds because we were building some things and it was not working out.
Yeah,
And then he went to Home Depot to buy a piece that wasn't part of what we were building. We were building one of the items for the patio, and it's a day bed, but it's like a circular day bed, and it's just like the screws wouldn't allow us to like put.
yeah, it was bad.
You'll see it when I make like.
I'm
the patio.
over it, but I was upset.
And it's weird because he never gets stressed out like that. And he was like, I don't understand. It just doesn't make sense. And he's like, I'm going to buy like a clamp thing at Home Depot. I'll be right back. And then he buys it, comes back, and the clamp doesn't fit in the piece. And he's like, I'm going to cry. I can't even right now.
and I even measured it too. Yeah, that was probably the most stressful thing.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. And I did prep him though, because when I purchased it, I said, I've heard the instructions aren't the greatest and it's hard to
Yeah, that was bad.
build. But yeah. And Jessica, yes, I'm going to edit that video.
Oh
Tomorrow
no,
morning.
nobody's seen that?
The Audrey's room? I know, it's so bad. I know, I've done it's been like a month.
She did a great job on it.
Actually, it's been over a month. That's so bad. That's bad. I will upload it Sunday. Done. tomorrow uploaded.
Next video we'll talk about our housewarming party.
Oh yeah, that went well. We had how many people do you think were here?
I mean, probably like 50 in total, like I said.
50? Oh, I thought you said 15. I was like, no way, way more than 15.
Probably like 50, yeah.
Yeah.
It was good.
Okay, guys, so we're gonna wrap it up. I've tried to wrap it up. I don't want it to happen last time. It just like ended and it was not great. So bye, guys. Thank you so much for watching and asking questions, and we'll see you in our next video.
I'm glad I made it.
Any last? Oh! See, technical. How do I end it? Live? No. Here?
X.
No.